this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to apply for a Dornsife Overseas Studies program. To apply for a program, you will go to the How to Apply tab on any specific program page. Students must apply to study abroad with both overseas studies and the institution abroad or program provider. The How to Apply tab provides an overview of the overseas studies application, along with instructions for completing the host institution or program provider's additional application. Instructions vary by program, so it is important to read the How to Apply tab carefully for your program of interest. As you scroll down on the How to Apply tab, you will see general information about the visa process for the program. Again, this information will vary by program and country. Towards the bottom of the How to Apply tab, you will see the application deadline along with the date by which you should expect to hear back from overseas studies about your application. Program start and end dates will be provided later or can be found on the host institution's website or the program provider's individual program page. When overseas studies applications open, an Apply Now button will appear at the bottom of this How to Apply tab, and you will click on that button to begin your application. If an application has closed or is not yet opened, you will see a message stating, as it does here on the USC Paris page currently, that the program is not currently accepting applications. Let's assume that the applications for USC Paris are open and you click on that Apply Now button on the How to Apply tab. To begin your overseas studies application for your desired program, you would then select the term in which you wish to study abroad. Then you can continue to the main application page. Your overseas studies application will include a checklist of tasks that you must complete. On this page, instructions will be provided for completing the overseas studies application. Program-specific information and deadlines will also be visible. After completing each task in your program-specific checklist, you will submit your overseas studies application. As an example, we'll continue to review the different components of the USC Paris application. To begin, the Overseas Studies application will ask for general information, such as your USC GPA, major and any additional minors, your expected graduation date, and emergency contacts. The next application requirement is a personal statement of 300 to 600 words. In the personal statement, students must explain why they have chosen a specific program and what academic motivations or personal experiences may have prompted them to apply. You must also order an official PDF transcript from the USC registrar and then upload it to the Overseas Studies application portal. Please note that some host institutions abroad or program providers may require that you also mail them a hard copy official transcript. You will need to also complete your program's course pre-approval form, previously referred to as an advising record, by working with your academic advisor. On the course pre-approval form, you will list the courses that you plan to take abroad. Then, your academic advisor will note on the form whether those course selections will fulfill major requirements. If you intend to take courses abroad for a minor or second major, the course pre-approval form must also include notes from those academic advisors for those programs. If a student is taking courses abroad for elective credit only, their primary academic advisor must still review and sign the course pre-approval form. Your study abroad advisor will review any courses listed for elective credit and provide feedback on USC course articulation after the Overseas Studies application deadline. If you receive any financial aid from USC, please select yes when answering the question above. You will then be required to upload a copy of your USC financial aid summary from OASIS. Instructions for how to access this financial aid summary will also be provided when you reach this section of the application. The application will also require you to upload a recent photo of yourself. This photo may be used for visa purposes. The following requirement also asks students to acknowledge that they have reviewed our information on study abroad scholarships, which can be found on our website. Next, you will upload a copy of your passport signature and biographical information pages. Students going abroad should have a passport that is valid for at least 6 months after the end date of their program. However, Overseas Studies strongly recommends that any student whose passport will expire in the same calendar year as their program apply ASAP for a renewed passport. If you have recently applied for a new or renewed passport, you must upload a confirmation receipt of your purchase to this section of the application. Your study abroad advisor will follow up with you to confirm when your passport is delivered. If you do not have a passport at all and are interested in studying abroad within the next 12 months, Overseas Studies recommends applying for your passport now. The current wait time for U.S. passports is about 3 months, even when you pay for expedited processing and delivery. Requirements for letters of recommendation will vary by program. When a host institution or program provider's own application does not require a letter of recommendation, then the Overseas Studies application will require one. Using the example here for USC Paris, you can see that students enter the name or email address of the professor to whom they would like to send a request for a letter of recommendation. The USC Global System will send a request to that professor via email to complete the recommendation. And upon submission, the task will show as completed in your application portal. Students will be able to see in their application portal when a request has been sent and whether that professor has submitted the recommendation. Be sure to confirm with your professor of choice via email or in person that you have their permission to send the electronic request to complete the letter of recommendation. It is standard business practice to give a professor at least 2 weeks to write a quality recommendation. Please contact the study abroad advisor for your program if you have additional questions or concerns about this application requirement. Congratulations! After submitting the required tasks for your Overseas Studies application, don't forget to click Submit in the application portal by our listed deadline. You will continue to access this portal to view documents and important messages from Overseas Studies, so we recommend bookmarking it in your browser. If your study abroad program requires a separate application to your host institution or program provider, you can find that information on your program's How to Apply tab. We recommend completing these separate applications by the Overseas Studies application deadline, despite any later deadlines that may be listed on host institution or program provider websites.